Pretty, smart, talented, and now pageant winner. Yes, Lackawanna County native Danielle Shapuck was crowned Miss Wheelchair New York and was runner-up in the national pageant in Ohio. The platform of her competition was based on a philosophy that even though you are in a wheelchair, you can still get dolled up, date, and be independent.
You know, people in general think that if you're in a wheelchair, you're in, you know, sweats and diapers and just sitting doing nothing. But in reality, we can have good haircuts. We can wear high heels. So we can dress up and go places.
This 34-year-old woman showed strength and determination from the very beginning.
Is there anything that you wish you could do?
Sometimes dance, cheerlead. I wish I could cheerlead, and sometimes play game like soccer or kickball or something like that.
That was Danielle when we first met her in 1990. Even though she was only 12 years old, she bravely talked about the spinal muscular atrophy that robbed the strength from her back and legs. Still, she was just a little girl who loved to play Barbies.
This girl is their child, and this girl there is their child.
2 years later, we talked with her again, and at 14, we could easily see Danielle was growing up. On this day, we talked with Danielle on the campus of her alma mater, Marywood University. She is now Dr. Danielle Shapuck, a clinical psychologist, living and working in New York. She specializes in dating and relationships for people in wheelchairs.
Living in New York, I really put myself out there on the dating scene, and I've experienced some difficulties. You come up against a lot of barriers being in a wheelchair because of all the stigmas that society has against it. You know, that we're asexual or not attractive. It's almost like society is made to think that you shouldn't or won't find someone in a wheelchair attractive or dateable. And that's just simply not true.
Danielle has a full-time caregiver in her Manhattan apartment, but for the most part, she gets around the nation's largest city on her own.
Living in Manhattan is actually easier than you think with a disability. So for me, living in the city, it creates so much independence for me because mass transit is so wheelchair accessible. The buses, the subway, there's other pieces of transportation. So I'm out and about. I'm on the streets.
Ever since she was little, Danielle faced muscular dystrophy with courage and determination. And now she wants to use her own experiences to remove the stereotypes about being in a wheelchair. She also wants to use her knowledge as a psychologist to encourage others that just because you have a disability doesn't mean you should be excluded from having a fulfilling and gratifying social life. On this day, proudly wearing the tiara she received at her pageant, she greets total strangers at a festival and talks to them with ease. She has dreams of possibly piloting a TV show about women living with disabilities, and writing a book is certainly in the cards. But above all, Danielle wants to be an inspiration to others.
I mean, I always felt I could do good things, and I always felt that there was a part of me that could really make a difference. And I know that sounds cliche, and maybe people have said that before, but I just felt it deep inside. And now that this is all happening, it's like for a reason. You know, it's like what was meant to be.